Hey everyone, this lesson is about 5 more irregular verbs. These verbs come from the movie that we have been watching. Let's start with a little review of the 5 verbs from the last lesson. I'm going to give you the base form, and I want you to think of the past tense pronunciation of these words. Lose, lost, find, found, lead, led, bring, brought, hide, hid. I hope those are starting to feel easy to you. Now let's talk about a few more. So one important word for this story is the word run. The past tense of run is ran. Can you hear that the pronunciation is different? Run, ran. Run, ran. To give you some examples, we know that Harriet ran away from her home or family, and her brothers ran away. That was after she came back to get them. Her mother ran away. That's in the movie, but we haven't seen it yet. And then her sister had kind of a special situation. This is the picture of Harriet's sister. Her sister didn't run away because she didn't want to leave her children. So Harriet ran away. Her sister didn't run away. When slaves wanted to escape from their farms, they usually ran away at night. They didn't run in the daytime because they didn't want anybody to see them. They usually ran away at night. This is an example from the Underground Railroad part of the movie. Harriet sang a song from the forest, and when the slaves heard Harriet's song, they paid attention and they ran to the forest. Sometimes they didn't have any warning. They couldn't say goodbye to their families, but when they heard that song, they ran to the forest. So run and ran. These are a few questions that we might see later in the conversation practice. For example, when you were a child, did you ever run away from your family? And if so, why? And did you run in races when you were in school? For example, in track competitions or cross-country races? If so, did you win? Okay, the next word is let, and this is an irregular verb because it doesn't change from the present to the past participle. All 3 forms are the same, so let is let in the past tense. Some white families helped the escaping slaves. They let the slaves hide in their homes. And if someone in Harriet's group wanted to turn back, she didn't let them. She said, "You are going to be free or die." You might consider some of these questions in your last ELW class. Did your teacher let you come to class late? When you were a child, did your parents let you stay up to 10 p.m.? When you were a teenager, did your parents let you drink alcohol? So let means to allow or to permit something to happen. The next verb, put, is the same in the same group as let. So this verb does not change in the past tense. It's put and put. That's easy. Sometimes Harriet put the slaves in a boat and made them travel on the ocean. This put right here is past tense. Harriet put the slaves on a boat. The slave owners put an announcement on the trees, and it offered a reward for catching a person named Moses. William put the stories of all the escaped slaves into his book. That's the verb put. You might think about this question. Think about the house or apartment where you live now. When you first moved to that house or apartment, did you put a picture of your family on the wall? And if so, in which room? did you put your family picture? Okay, the next verb here is the verb catch. This is really important for this particular story. The past tense is caught. Catch, caught. Catch, caught. And if somebody caught a slave in the past, if somebody caught a slave who had run away, they could get a lot of money, right? There were rewards for slave catchers. So if you caught a slave and took them back to their owner, you could get a lot of money. Harriet almost got caught by her owner. She almost got caught, but she didn't. And the slave catchers couldn't catch Harriet, and William still was completely shocked when he saw her come back. Nothing happened to her. He was completely shocked. So in this case, we have a helping verb and a main verb, and you can see couldn't is in the past form, and then we go back to the base form for catch. Couldn't catch. So catch and caught. Have you ever tried to catch someone who was running away from you? If so, did you catch them or not? And have you ever caught a serious disease? If so, what was it and how did you catch it? The next word here, think and thought. So we have, these go in a group of past tense verbs that has the GH. That is a silent GH. Think, thought. Harriet thought that it was better to die than be a slave. Harriet thought that it was better to die. Harriet's master thought that she died in the river, and after that he stopped looking for her. And in this case, the white slave owners thought that a white man was helping the slaves to escape. It says likely a white man in blackface. They thought that a white man was helping the slaves to escape, and they didn't think a woman could do that. They didn't think a woman could do it. So here you can see for the negative form, we go back, in the second verb, we go back to the base form. You have to know both think and thought. So just as some examples, before this class started, did you think this class was going to be hard? And after the first Zoom class, what did you think? So after this activity, you're going to go to a quiz activity and write some complete sentences with these irregular verbs. Just as a quick review, we have our 5 words from last time. Do you remember them? Lose, lost, find, found, lead, led, bring, brought, hide, hid, and run, ran, let, put, this is an easy one, put, catch, caught, think, thought. So you're starting to get a good number of irregular verbs here, and we will do more practice with this on the weekend and next week. Thank you, everybody. That's the end of this.